So this one's a particularly good example of some of the design decisions that you can make. So you'll notice that the motors are actually inside the chassis rather than outside, which is kind of acting as some kind of protection for the propellers. They've also almost injection molded. You can see that they've got some kind of hard plastic casing around the motors that they've then, I don't know, some kind of resin there fixing the wires in place. You can see on this one quite clearly how the motors are then being attached to a broken out Ethernet. It's literally a patch cable here, an Ethernet cable that's been broken out, and they're just using that to connect to the motors, which I think is a superb idea. See if we can see the other end, because yeah, you can see there how that Ethernet cable then breaks out into the controller pins here. So the brown and the green are going to this motor controller here. That motor controller is getting power from the battery here, these black cables. The power going up and around and into there for the power. And then the board's actually being controlled by the jumper cables, which are bridging over to pins on the Arduino here. So in terms of wiring, it's all kind of breadboarded and glued. There's nothing complicated at all about the actual circuitry. And then they've just, they've glued these ones onto the wooden panel. But they've even labelled up on the board which cable goes where, which is super clever. Look, going in there, so you've got the orange cable there is connecting the ground and live to the motor. The brown one over here is actually, is it the ground and the live? I think so. And then you've got the, literally, if you see the three, red, orange, brown, coming over to here. It's not complicated. The tubing itself is just kind of bathroom tubing, so that's going to cost like next to nothing. From if we're in the UK, what would I got a Wix or something? But this is marginally easier to build, I would suggest, than an actual a robot. Sorry, like a car. Because I don't think you've got to get everything lined up. I think you've got an element of the motors can kind of point forward, and it'll actually do something. It'll still move the thing. And you've got more than two motors as well. So you've got more things to kind of play around with.